Alright guys, so I'm gonna do today's video. It's just gonna be just on toning and stuff at the bowl and toning, mixing the formulas because I haven't done a video on toning in a while. So we just did a half highlight on her. She has our son's wedding is in 2 days and she just gets maintenance. We got her blonde finally so we don't overlap or anything like that. But something I've noticed that you can do to your clients to give them a little extra treatment, any blonde could use it, is to do a deep conditioning mask on the ends or an Olaplex 2. You guys know I do Olaplex number 2 on the whole entire mids and ends when I do the root toner. So I'm gonna do the Amica, which I've been testing right here, and it smells so good. This goes with the NormCon shampoo and conditioner, which is their #1 go-to for everybody. And then the blue one is the hydration, and I love that. You guys know I still love Olaplex and Finola, Kenra styling products, but this mask I've been obsessed with. So we're gonna let her process, probably like 30, 35, 40 tops. She usually lifts very well for me. And then we'll show you guys the toning portion. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a great tutorial for you guys. I always go into a full session, but today I want to specifically tackle going over the toning portion. This is my client Lisa. She's been loyal to me for about 2.5 years now, and we do her hair every 2 to 3 months. She usually does a half highlight once a year. Every 16 months we'll do a full, but she always does just maintenance, and we do a similar thing every time. So this is your typical toning portion when going in doing maintenance. We're going to be mixing up what we always do. Her natural level of her base is around a level 6, so I like to always go off the natural level, using mostly a natural or a neutral, which will be 6N with about 1/4 of 6NA. NA in the shade series is very, 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 very powerful, so I would always suggest mixing just 1/4 unless you really need the extra punch. Then I would do 1/2 to 1/2.
Be a weekend lover. Yeah, I'ma be the best damn lover you got. I wanna mess up your covers.
So when it comes to the toning portion, I always start out the same exact way. I like to go in, and 90% of the time I will go in if there's no lowlights or color with a blonding session, and go in with my clarifying shampoo to make sure the hair is actually very clean, gets off any buildup from their home water or anything like that, you know, any product buildup, anything of the such, so we have a nice clean canvas before we get started with our coloring. So I'm using the Olaplex number 4C, which is their clarifying shampoo. You guys, I used to love the Kenra clarifying shampoo, but when Olaplex came out with the 4C, I fell head over heels in love. Another one I love a lot is Kevin Murphy's, I think it's called Maxi Wash. I'm thinking about actually going back to Kevin Murphy. It's hard to come about, but my good friend and client Jennifer just gave me a website not too long ago, and I'm going to look into that. If you're a newer client of mine in the last couple years, you probably never had me use it on you, but Kevin Murphy is amazing. Once I rinse out the clarifying shampoo, I then go in with Olaplex number 2. If I don't have that, I'll use Fiber Fix Part 2 or a conditioning mask like Soul Food. I make sure I really put it on the mids and ends, focus it around the money pieces as well. I like to usually detangle at the bowl when the hair is fully wet and not towel blotted because it makes it a little bit easier. And I love going in with the Olivia Garden Eye Blend brush. I use this brush to death because I couldn't find them for a while, but the other day I found them again at Salon Centric and bought a bunch of them. An eye blend brush is the best thing ever. It's like right in the middle of a comb and a brush. It's like if you don't want a comb but you don't want a brush but you want something right in the middle, it's perfect for every situation. Even when you tease somebody's hair, it comes right out and detangles like melting butter. I'm not kidding. If you're an OG Brett Ryan supporter, you guys know I used to do all my root tapping and toning at the bowl. I like to do that because the client can't see and it can look scary. You know, this is raw lift right now, so the client never knows what it's really going to look like until it's done. And Shades EQ and certain toners can look very scary and dark, way darker than they're going to be once you blow dry them. But now with the way the sink is so close to the wall, I can only get on one side. So unless it's a partial and I'm doing it while they're laying at the bowl, I have to bring them back to the chair. So now I'm going in, I section down the middle from their part, and I just do 2 sides. Unless they have a lot of hair, then I'll do 3, 1 on each side and then the back. With her, her hair is short. She has a lot of hair, but it's short. So I go right down her part, which is a very, very, very far to the side part. And I tackle the bigger side first. And I always leave the hairline out until the last minute or 2. almost every situation, I like to leave the hairline out until the last minute or two because it keeps it brighter. I still will 95% of the time go in and tap it, but very slightly and tap very lightly. Don't even use a lot of products, and I usually make sure it's like a half an inch or less. It just keeps it a little bit brighter, so we have that big money effect, but it still ties it in with the rest of the hair so it doesn't look like it was untouched.
I wanna be a weekend lover. Yeah, I'ma be the best damn lover you got. I wanna mess up your covers. I don't wanna meet your mother. Never ever ask me how I've been. Remember why you have my number. I'm the best thing that has ever happened to you. Here's your time to shine. Now show me what you can do. The way my hands feel on your body, the way we're dancing in the dark. With every move I make, you're falling. The way my lips feel on your body, the way we're moving in the dark. With every breath we take, you're falling. I ain't got no time for romance, but baby, I don't want to lead you on. Not looking for something steady, not ready for that.
I quickly want to add before I forget, I always do the conditioning Olaplex 2 or a mask because it's a barrier. So when I do blend with the comb, it's not going to drag it down further than I want, and it also prevents anything splotchy. Alright guys, so here's a little trick that I always do. I did the 10B, the 10P colorants, which is like my white Gold Wall toner, and I mix, I think it was like 10 grams of each. Parmalayers, so it was 10 grams of 10B, 15 grams of 10P. Okay, so I'm gonna use 9P by shades. You guys know this is my favorite color. So watch this. I'm mixing colorants with shades, but you gotta make sure you do even of the developer. So I'm only gonna add a little bit, but she has, the reason I'm doing this is we don't overlap her, we just do maintenance, and sometimes the hair just gets healthier and it gets like a level 9.5. So I always, the last 3 or 4 times, have added this. So I'm gonna add 15 grams, oh let's just do 20. So 22, it went over. And I'm gonna add 22 of the shades because it's 1-to-1. So that makes it 44. So remember what I just did. 10 grams of 10B, 15 grams of 10P. Together that's 25 grams. Then I did this, so I did it 1-to-2, so that was 75 grams all together. Then I did 22 of the 9P, and then 22 of this. If you want to make it easier, just say 20 of this, equal parts. And you'll see the color when we're done. So we're gonna tone her now. Keep watching.
I'm the best thing that has ever happened to you. Here's your time to shine. Now show me what you can do. Make a move. The way my hands feel on your body, the way we're dancing in the dark. With every move I make, you're falling.
I do have a new updated version of the video of my tap, shadow, and smudge, the differences and a breakdown, and how it's changed since 2 years, 3 years ago when I did the first video. But I do want to say, when I'm toning and doing the root toner, I do have a couple of different ways of doing it. Now, when I do a tap and a shadow, usually I let it process for 5 minutes or less with the tap. A shadow, 10 to 15 minutes tops. And then a smudge is always 15 to 20 minutes. But the thing is, usually with a tap and shadow, I will rinse out the Olaplex 2 on the ends and the root shadow and the hairline right before I put the final global toner on at the bowl. But very rare cases I will leave it on. For example, today with Lisa, I am leaving that shadow on, so you watched me rinse the Olaplex 2 treatment off so the toner fully sucks up and takes well. But I did mush it in together for a seamless blend and leave that shadow on for just a little bit more longevity and a little bit more shadow effect. I hope that makes sense. It varies and depends on per client, and everybody's different. No 2 blondes are the same, but today I decided I wanted to leave it on just a little bit longer. No reason in particular, but I usually do this for her.
The way my lips feel on your body, the way we're moving in the dark. With every breath we take, you're falling. With every breath that we're taking, with every step you're falling in love. With every move that I'm making, with every breath that we're taking, with every step you're falling in love. With every move that I'm making. I'm the best thing that has ever happened to you. Here's your time to shine. show me what you can do. Make a move, the way my hands feel on your body, the way we're dancing in the dark.
Now, most of the time, I will also mix in Fanola's No Yellow Vegan Purple Shampoo. Depending on what I'm doing, if it's a blonde like her, somebody who has a little bit more brass and orange tones, I'll do the blue shampoo. It depends. It varies client to client. With her, I didn't feel the need to do that before, but I'm going to do it after. So now I'm mixing No Yellow Fanola Vegan Purple Shampoo. Just a little wee bit. I run it over the hair while the toner is still on for about 20 seconds or so, and then I rinse very quickly. Reason I do this is because we did not overlap her ends. We specifically just did maintenance, focusing on that new fresh root. And when that happens, sometimes when the hair gets healthier, you will notice it gets a little bit brassier and dingier, and it will drop a level or half a level, like I said before during the toner mixing. And that's why I add the 9P by Shades EQ and break the rules mixing colorants and Reckon Shades EQ together in one formula. Once I rinse out the toner and that purple shampoo, I go in with my conditioner using Amika's Hydro Rush. I'm obsessed with Amika Hydro Rush, the shampoo and conditioner. I also love the Normcon one, but I have fallen in love ever since July with this shampoo and conditioner, and they're amazing. If you haven't tried them yet, you must. Another thing I started doing in the last couple of months has been, while the conditioner's on, combing it through with my eye blend brush or a Samvia wide-tooth comb, just to make sure the conditioner is thoroughly spread throughout the entire head. Now I'm going to quickly rinse, and we're going to bring her back to the chair. We're going to dust her off, blow dry her, give her some waves, and I'll show you the final result.
With every move I make, you're falling in love, in love. The way my lips feel on your body, the way we're moving in the dark. With every breath we take, you're falling in love, in love. With every breath that we're taking, with every step you're falling in love. With every move that I'm making, in love, in love, in love. With every breath that we're taking, with every step you're falling in love.
Alright guys, that's going to do it for another tutorial. Is now in the history books. I'm going to let this run a little bit so you guys can see how I style her hair with the blow dry. But it's a beautiful color. I hope you guys learned something from this tutorial today. Please leave video ideas down below in the comments section. Leave comments. Continue to leave all the love and criticism, anything you want to leave. I'm going to start getting back to you guys as much as possible. And I'm back. I'm at least posting one video a week. Go check out I Am Brett Ryan. A lot of great things happening on that vlogging channel as well, with big announcements that just been released a couple of weeks ago. I love you guys so very much. Thank you for continuing to support me even when I was gone in a little hiatus. I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. As always, so long for now, guys. Mwah.
I wanna be a weekend lover. Yeah, I'ma be the best damn lover you got. I wanna mess up your covers. You love, you love, you love. I don't wanna meet your mother. Never ever ask me how I've been. Remember why you have my number. You love, you love, you love. I'm the best thing that has ever happened to you. Here's your time to shine. Now show me what you can do. The way my hands feel